Bitcoin DCA because fiat currency just ain't the way. It is currently October 20th, 2025. We are sitting at block height 919,973. One Bitcoin will run you $110,770-ish dollars, and $1 can get you 903 sats. We have 94%, almost 95% of the 21 million supply currently in circulation at the moment. Fees are still low. Good time to consolidate those UTXOs. Hash rate is looking good, still over 1,000 exahash. Hash rate is up about 1% in the last 24 hours, so the network security is still getting stronger and still growing. The average block time has still been 10 minutes. The network is still running flawlessly as it's supposed to, and we have 24,000 reachable nodes out there. We've been fluctuating between 22,000 and 24,000 for the past month. If we take a look at our overbought, oversold Z-score, we are still heading downwards. As of the 19th, we're still below 2 at 1.9. If we get to this 0 region, this is considered extremely oversold. As you can see, we reached this mark in 2022 to 2023. Great time to accumulate at Bitcoin lows, as well as 2018 to 2019, and then as well as 2014 to 2015. And then even back a little further, 2011 all the way up till 2012. So it seems as if, except for this period right here, when we hit an extremely oversold area, we tend to last a little bit longer than when we reached overbought. Seems like when we hit overbought, we don't last in the overbought territory for an extremely long time. But as you can see, we tend to stay in an oversold territory for at least about a year time frame. So these are the times that I'm gonna be loading up the bases and do all type of creative stuff, and I'll let it be known on here everything that I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna just continue to do it with my personal stack, and then I'm also gonna do it with this stack that I've been using for this channel. So let's take a look at the floor, which is the 200-week moving average. We've cracked over 54,000. Another celebration every time we've been reaching higher highs or higher lows for the 200-week moving average. That's to all Bitcoin holders' advantage. So as you can see, this blue line has just been doing nothing but climbing up, and it's a good indicator for Bitcoin's floor price. As you can see, there hasn't been many times since 2014 that Bitcoin price has touched or went below the 200-week moving average. There's very few times, and I'm sure if we go back and were to compare our Z-score to the 200-week moving average, you know, I can almost guarantee these were the times when the Z-score was extremely oversold. So like, let's see, for instance, here around June of 2022, and we can see, boom, right on there, June of 2022. Would you look at that, the correlation? So this would have been a great time to accumulate, and according to our Z-score, this would have been a great time to accumulate. So I'm gonna keep paying attention to that. And as we keep looking at this stuff, let's go and take a look at the technicals. RSI is at a 51. As you can see, we're still sticking around the 20 EMA, trying to decide if price wants to bounce off of the 50-day on the weekly chart. MACD still heading downwards, not curling up yet. And when we do start to curl up, we already know what happens when the MACD crosses. As you can go back and look, whether if it's crossing to the downside, which it did about here as we came down, and then when it crossed towards the upside. We ran from about a low of 93,000 up to a high of a little over 125,000. But if you want to look here before we cross back below about 123-ish thousand or so. BITI, we already know the inverse of what Bitcoin price does, and we've been kind of hovering around in this range. And then if we come take a look, here's the buys. I didn't screenshot BITI's portfolio, just the buy. I don't know what's going on, but I was able to accumulate 892 sats, a little bit less than what our time chain calendar showed. And if we take a look at the account, so the inverse account, since I've been doing these both at the same time, when the main Bitcoin account is down, whatever percent BITI is typically up about the same. So the BITI portfolio is up about 4%. The Bitcoin portfolio is down about 4%. And then once again, I forgot to do the three. I did a $1 buy, and then I had to turn around and do a $2 buy. So I didn't screenshot both of them. But here we are. And then also, I didn't do a video yesterday, but I was able to get all the prices in and get everything in there. Here's the total, 892. It was a good time when I was able to get 900 for these 3 days, and then back down in the 800s again. The overall accumulation, which is this category right here, Bitcoin accumulated, is steadily going up. The current value down a few bucks from the total amount deposited. So this is the 41st day of doing this. And here's the price. The lowest price so far has been 107,000. Highest price has been 124,000. So almost a $20,000 price fluctuation. Here's the average cost, still coming down a little bit, about the same from yesterday, since there really wasn't too much change in price. Z-score coming back up from the lows of 1.82. Weekly RSI slowly climbing back up as well, and we see the floor is slowly creeping up. I just put the same as yesterday since it had yesterday's 200-week moving average still in there. And then if we take a look at BITI, I did the $3 buy today, which brought the account up to 2.25, almost at 2.5. And the account value is up a little bit from the total contributed. And another day in the books, and I'll catch you guys again tomorrow.